We begin this extraordinary voyage not upon a familiar steel deck, nor inside the routine belly of an Air Force transport vehicle. Instead, our vantage point rests deep within the colossal aluminum cavern of a CH-47 Chinook, the nation's immense twin-rotor Leviathan. Observe its staggering proportions. This flying machine, often a battlefield workhorse, today morphs into an aerial launch pad, transporting fighting personnel heavenward above the dense jade mantle of northern Georgia. This is the domain of the Fifth Ranger Training Detachment, an epicenter for advanced military preparedness. Our focus today centers upon one of the most unique airborne operations conducted by United States fighting forces, the static line personnel exit from the gigantic aft loading portal. It's an adventure distinct from any other drop zone endeavor. Paratroopers understand preparation dictates survival. Long before the shuddering rotor beat fills this compartment, meticulous checks commence. Every strap, clasp, and cord must be exactly correct. We inspect the T-11 Canopy system, a square, robust design that offers stability and a more gentle vertical descent than older models. Discipline here is absolute. Errors are not simply faults, they become catastrophes. The warrior's gear is substantial. Beyond the parachute assembly, each individual carries a combat-ready knapsack containing essential provisions and armament for several days of field operations within this rugged, unforgiving terrain. The weight borne upon their shoulders is considerable, a constant test of endurance even before they leap into empty sky. Notice the focused concentration etched upon every face. There is anticipation, certainly, but dominating that is steely resolve, a necessary mental armament for the imminent event. The jump masters, seasoned sergeants of elite lineage, conduct their precise final inspection. They navigate the narrow aisle between seated men, their eyes sharp, seeking any irregularity or overlooked detail. They execute a firm tap, a singular confirmation as they pass each warrior. This nonverbal communication is vital, certifying the individual's readiness and granting official sanction for the forthcoming drop. The twin rotors transition from a slow churn to a powerful, deafening cyclic blur. The great machine lifts, its structure vibrating against the immense thrust required to elevate its bulk and cargo mass. The sound inside is overwhelming, a percussive rhythmic thunder that demands communication be achieved through shouts and hand signals only. As we gain altitude, the landscape beneath transforms. The green mosaic of the mountain region resolves itself into geological features. We are approaching the designated zone, a patch of cleared earth known simply as the drop site, a brief sanctuary within the wilderness. The red signal lamp illuminates. Prepare for action. Every trooper stands simultaneously, a synchronized movement practiced countless times. The static lines, braided cables that anchor the parachute to the aircraft, are hooked up to the main cable running across the compartment ceiling. This attachment is the only physical link to the vehicle, the tether that guarantees canopy deployment. They are now secured. The green lamp is only moments away. The portal beckons. The jump master steps to the perimeter, facing the interior crew. He signals the pilots. The velocity slows to proper egress velocity. The massive loading platform at the rear, the distinct feature of this rotorcraft, has dropped open. A dramatic void now exists where solid metal existed moments ago. Wind rushes in, a furious, chilling gale that sucks the ambient warmth away. This vast aperture presents an intimidating reality. Unlike the relatively restricted exit through the customary side hatch, the scale of the exposure is breathtaking. A final, piercing observation from the jump master. He confirms orientation, checks wind indicators, and secures his own personal line. He faces the waiting column. The light flips. Green. His powerful shout carries over the rotor noise. Go! The lead candidate launches himself without hesitation. He must execute the perfect departure, a strong, quick dive, ensuring immediate separation from the airship's profile. Exiting the Chinook's rear presents a distinct dynamic due to the wide, low platform, demanding particular physical commitment to clear the deck and avoid any contact with the descending ramp edge. One after another, they propel themselves outward. It's a rapid sequence of disappearing shapes, each person dissolving into the atmosphere above the landscape. The sensation for the passenger is pure, immediate acceleration downward, coupled with the ferocious wind blast. For a split second, there is only the sensation of free falling toward the Earth's surface. Then, the sudden, violent jerk. The static line reaches its full extension, activating the pilot chute, which in turn yanks the main canopy from the bag. The distinct sound of nylon ripping through the air is audible. The deceleration is fierce, slamming the individual against the restraint of the harness. This impact is necessary. It verifies the proper opening of the massive fabric wing overhead. Above, the canopy billows and catches the air mass. The sudden transition from extreme velocity to controlled drift is an enormous relief. The trooper is now suspended, a small figure dangling beneath a massive square of synthetic material. The perspective now shifts entirely. The world becomes silent, save for the whisper of the breeze across the nylon fabric. Below, the Georgia mountaintops appear serene, painted in shades of dark verdure and shadowed valleys. The focus shifts from survival to navigation. The troop must rapidly assess his relative position to the designated landing area, the drop site. Steering the rectangular parachute necessitates precise control inputs, manipulating the steering lines, toggles, to govern direction and alter the descent path. They seek the clear spot, aiming to avoid the hazardous obstacles represented by the thick, unforgiving forestation surrounding the objective. This mountainous area poses a severe complication to normal landings. Winds here are capricious, shifting suddenly due to thermal currents and terrain interaction. What appears calm at 1,000 feet could be turbulent and gusty near the ground plane. Expertise in minor corrections is demanded, anticipating variations in air currents that could drag the parachute off course, or worse, cause an unexpected collapse. As the ground rushes closer, the ultimate focus returns to the execution of the parachute landing fall, a mandatory sequence designed to distribute the kinetic energy of touchdown safely. Feet together, knees slightly bent, absorbing the kinetic pulse across the calf, thigh, hip, and shoulder. This technique is non-negotiable for preserving lower limb integrity. Upon striking the earth, the work is not complete. The individual must immediately perform a crucial secondary task of collapsing the parachute quickly. Failure to do so allows the wind to grab the massive fabric, causing the soldier to be dragged across the field, a painful, highly unsafe event. The shroud lines are gathered, the canopy subdued and secured, turning the aerial lifeline back into manageable cargo. The rendezvous is near a perimeter marker, an agreed-upon location where recovery transports await. The successful conclusion of the airborne sequence is merely the initiation of the next objective, immediate movement into the terrain. The personnel now re-establish their marching order, securing armaments and navigating their assigned azimuth toward the collective assembly spot. This entire episode, from the jumpmaster's go to the rapid packing of the parachute, is a brief, intense, and perfect demonstration of refined individual martial ability. The CH-47 jump at the 5th Detachment is more than just a qualification. It is a profound test of personal courage, precision, and adherence to intricate procedure under extreme duress. It is a defining moment, one that distinguishes these forces as true elite members of the wider fighting community. Their achievement today secures their capability to deploy anywhere, at any moment, regardless of the difficulty of the surrounding terrain or the delivery platform required. We salute their success and their persistent dedication to readiness.